The whole town where my grandparents had their grocery store and hardware store was like a neighborhood. It was like East Atlanta is to us, or Edgewood, or the east side of Atlanta now, because old Atlanta is shrinking and getting smaller, and then we recognize old townies from our faces and from our youth, and we're lucky that we have this small part of town that we can connect with people and reconnect. And you know, growing up as a kid, we would go into town only for the summers, but I'd walk into the grocery store and I would hear someone go, oh, there's Pleasant's grandkids are in town, or oh, there's so-and-so, and my mom would come into town with us and everybody would know who we were, but we didn't know who they were, and everyone was so familiar and hugging and kissing each other, and my mom, you know, would have mini reunions everywhere that she went, and it was just such a good feeling to feel like you were taken care of by the community, and everybody watched after each other and knew each other, and we would park the car when we got into town and pretty much walk everywhere we went from there. It was a beautiful place as a child because it was surrounded by mountains. It was in the middle of a valley, 1,500 people in the town, everyone could walk everywhere, and the grocery store and the hardware was the center of the community. You would see all members of the family. You'd see the kids and the husbands and the wives, and the hardware store, my granddad's hardware store sold vans, and it was in the middle of Appalachia, and we would pick out the vans for him to bring in, and it's weird to see a whole bunch of hillbilly coal mining kids running around town with cool ass vans on, you know? Very much out of place, but it was just a happy place. As a kid, I just wanted to go over there and hang out, you know, and play on the gravel pit and throw rocks and run around the grocery cart, you know, my brother and I would push each other up and down the aisles, and just hellion type behavior that I don't know if the employees appreciated as much as we did. You know, I'm sure we were the little brats from out of town, but growing up it felt special. I have a lot of friends with kids and a lot of kids in the neighborhood, and I want people to feel like that when they come in. I want them to be able to walk the dog in here and bring their kids in here, and be a place where the kids say that they want to come here, you know, and then it's easy to do that through food. And kind of one thing that I always like to focus on is having stuff for kids and making kids happy, because if the kids say, oh, I want to come there, and they tell their parents, oh, let's go to Pure Quill, and we also have a good cooler full of sake and champagne and root beer, and so we got something for the parents and something for the kids. And I think when you concentrate on both, it does become a family place and a community place, and it's not just a place where, oh, I'm sorry we haven't been to see you yet because we need to get a babysitter to come there. And I have a restaurant like that where parents come by themselves, and I think it's also great to have the other side of that where the whole family can come.